So guys, we'll be discussing the recap, the results of all of the matches from East versus West 14. And these are the matches as you can see on the screen. If you want to know the results of the last main event kind of matches, please skip towards the later part of the video. Otherwise, we can start discussing them. RAIMONDS LIEPINŠ versus Ryan Bellinger. So once again, Coach Ray has not been able to show a great performance at East versus West, and he lost this match 3-0. It was a complete domination inside a hook by Ryan Bellinger. He told us that that's what he's going to do, and he did exactly that. AYMERIC PRADINES versus Jonathan BREDA. Amazing match. Probably one of the best 4 or 5 matches of the night for sure. So AYMERIC PRADINES made a comeback. Jonathan took his hand in first couple of rounds and he made it look easy. I think he beat him in a hook as well in one of the rounds. But then he made a comeback. He barely escaped one match where he fouled and also kind of got pinned. But then it was a restart, and after that he put too much pressure on Breda's hand and got the job done 3-2. Then Elizabeth Ray versus Alexandra, schoolboy's brother's wife, and Elizabeth's pronation and her side pressure was just way too strong. Different level of horsepower. The experience that the Russian girl had did not matter at all. And by the way, USA dominated. That's what they've been saying. We have to travel there. Jet lag is there. We don't perform well. Don't blame us too much. Let those Eastern guys come to us. They came here and they got destroyed. First time USA has won an event more matches than the Eastern side, and it was almost one-sided except for a couple of matches. Then Hunter NOFFZ versus Doug Ehrlich. Hunter said that you are history, I am the new generation, and I'm going to destroy you. Doug Ehrlich's top roll, which was good enough for Coach Ray, 3-0, was maybe not even 50% of what was required to take Hunter NOFFZ's wrist. All of the matches were so easily put inside a hook by Hunter, and 3-0. First round, Doug did put up a fight for maybe 10 seconds inside a hook, but then it was over. You need to be a great hooker to beat Hunter. Top roll doesn't look really easy against him. Corey West versus Travis Bagent. Unfortunate result. Not many people wanted to see Travis lose, but 3-0, and it was not close. Travis got destroyed, just like he got destroyed on the right arm, and it's not looking good for Travis. I'm kind of worried about his future in arm wrestling as far as seeing him compete on the table. Then VREZH SEDRAKYAN versus Paul Talbot. Complete one-side domination. Paul was easily curled inside towards the pin pad, and then VREZH brought him back and complete cruise control throughout the match. 3-0 easy victory. Lars RØRBAKKEN versus Matt Mask. Lars took his revenge and he got the job done. I think Matt lost one round where he kind of went inside a hook with him. I don't know why. He got easily pressed down, but 3 flash pins kept Lars outside of his shoulder. Got the job done. Easy win. Not close. 3-1. Matt Mask got the revenge. JANIS AMOLINS versus Justin Bishop. Judging by the common matches with MINDAUGAS TARASAITIS, I thought Justin is going to sweep this match, but no, JANIS showed why he's the experienced one. Despite being down 2-0, he did not stop putting too much up pressure and too much pronation in Justin Bishop's hand. He finally cracked it in round 3, and after that, he was never in too much trouble. Although the matches were still kind of close to the pad for at least 1 or 2 times, but then he always brought him back. Justin fouled out as many times as he could to get the restarts, but the restarts looked worse, and JANIS showed why he's the experienced one. And before that, he said he's 7-1 against Justin Bishop. Now he pinned him like 3 times, so he's like 10-3 against him. Cannot say he bettered the record, but maybe he did because he won this match after all. Frank Lamparelli versus Dave Chaffee was always going to be a mismatch. Frank was not strong enough to take his hand, although he did take his hand in the final round, but then he was not strong enough in the arm power to finish Dave Chaffee, because even Vitaly Laletin struggled to do that inside the straps. Dave Chaffee top rolled him a couple of times and flop pressed him in the final round to get the win. Then Artem Taranenko versus MINDAUGAS TARASAITIS. That was a mismatch. Many people already thought that it is going to be a mismatch, and it did turn out to be that way. It was just, people were like, well, man, already end this. We do not want to see this slaughtering go on for any longer. There's although we have to give credit to Artem, he knew that he's not going to win this match. He probably couldn't even gain a better position. He still gave it all he had. He did not back down from a fight. So kudos to him, but different level of power. Then we had Tom Holland versus Craig Tullier. I think there was one stop from Tom, but other than that, it was pure flash pins. It was 3-0 Craig Tullier. Kamil Jablonski versus Monster Michael Todd. Michael was seen in the shape that we were used to of seeing him before 2020. Maybe it was because it was the first time he had hand control, because Kamil is a flop presser. At least we know that if Michael somehow starts gaining hand control in his future matches, it is going to be almost over immediately for his opponents. Now it's up to Michael for him to show us that he's going to get that hand control back, and as soon as he does, he's immediately easily top 10 in the world and maybe even top 5 in the world. That's how good Michael can get if he gets that hand control, that wrist stability back, which is going to be a really difficult deal. So Kamil tried to flop press for as long as he can in the first couple of rounds. Was not enough. Michael was in cruise control. He was laughing while holding him off that close to the pad. It was dangerous, but Michael just stopped him there with an open arm top roll. And in the third round, he even flash pinned him, and he proved that he can beat him both ways, at least after tiring him out. Rustam Babayev versus Paul Lin. Revenge taken. I thought Paul is going to be strong enough in the first couple of rounds to get it done, but no, Rustam was way too strong. Even his defensive hook was too strong. That was a little bit surprising. So the guy lost a couple of matches after his comeback against Paul, against Irakli. Now he's making a comeback and he beat Paul Lin in a hook. Almost as easy as anyone can beat him, because Sasha was not able to do that easy. So Rustam is already on a different level, and him versus Irakli will happen one more time for sure. Evgeny versus Todd Hutchings. Revenge taken one more time. Todd rolled him, top rolled him, hooked him, rubbed his head. Complete utter domination. Many people expected Todd to win, but not so easily. Prudnik basically couldn't do anything against Todd. Maybe it's time to get back on the sauce. Who knows? Great match. Happy for Todd Hutchings. Leonidas Arcona versus John Brzenk. Match of the night. Hand control versus hand control. Top roll versus flop press. Flop press versus hook. Blocking of flop press. John showing why he's the experienced one. Leonidas being good, strong overall, but lacking slight experience towards the end to block that flop press. And John Brzenk 3 pins to 2. I've already done a detailed recap about this. So basically, John started losing his hand right after the second start in round 1. And after that, he did not gain it back. He almost cracked Leonidas Arcona's wrist as well, but it was not enough, so that he decided to switch to a flop press and push him down to the pad. And that's exactly what he did 3 times in a row. Leonidas never looked out of too much control, like out of control in this match. He was looking good, but he did not have any answer to John's flop press, and that's how the GOAT won the match 3 pins to 0. Then Alex Kordecha. We forgot about Devon Led versus Chan Shaw, which happened before the Monster Michael Todd match. And that was an amazing match. Chan Shaw did better against Devon than what Gennady Quickvinha did in the first round. I know he also won the first round, but Chance almost pinned Devon right off the go. I know it's the lighter version of Devon, but Chance claimed that now Devon is never going to be undefeated against Chance, at least for that one round. He got that one win. It was almost a pin, but then it was a foul. It was one more time a foul. Chance pushed Devon off the back of the pad, and after the restart, he pushed him again. It was the second foul from Devon, so Chance got one pin, and he showed him the double middle fingers, and then it made Devon a little bit mad about it. Then Devon started controlling his hand. Still, Chance showed some resistance. He took Devon away from the center a couple of times, which was really awesome. Levan couldn't do that in the beginning without switching to a flop press, and Devon did that and Chance did that without a flop press. That's amazing. So in the end, Devon ended up winning 3 pins to 0, as we've already seen in the results video. Alex versus Jerry. Complete domination, 3-0 victory, not close. Jerry pressed him down twice with his tricep press, just like he did against Gennady in one round, just like he did back in the days against Devon in one round. And he also flop pressed him when Kurdecha tried to actually top roll. No answers from Kurdecha at all. Levan Saginashvili is next for Jerry Cadred. Thanks for watching. Like the video and subscribe, and also purchase the pay-per-view if you have not already. Thanks.